It is said, you tell a lie long enough, you'll eventually believe it. I think much of humanity has thought himself to be a god and has come to the point that he believes that lie. How else can you explain the current scientific efforts to create genetically altered human hybrids and even human animal hybrids? Most of the world is aware of xenotransplantation, the technology where animals are genetically modified to aid in human health endeavors. That is the transplant of cells, tissues, or whole organs from animal donors into human recipients. In relation to organ transplants, scientists have developed a genetically engineered pig with the aim of reducing rejection of pig organs by human recipients. In 2011, there were some reported hiccups with this research since moratorium was instituted preventing pig organ transplantation from entering a clinical trial phase until the public is assured that the potential disease transfer from pigs to human can be satisfactorily managed. This doesn't mean that the technology has not moved forward. Many nations do not have the same moral and ethical restraints as the US did. Xenotransplantation is currently not prohibited in countries like Canada. Despite what the general public is led to believe, the genetic tampering and cross-species hybrid generation of both humans and animals are being researched as we speak. The developed nations in the world are currently in a race to see who will be the first to create a genetically superior super soldier. I know it sounds like something from a Marvel movie, but this is reality, folks. An NBC report stated that a top US intelligence official reported that intelligence shows that China has conducted human testing on members of the People's Liberation Army in hope of developing soldiers with biologically enhanced capabilities. Of course, many have considered these reports conspiratorial, but these are nothing but signs of the end times. The Bible tells us in Matthew 24:37, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. How is this relevant? One of the reasons the Lord destroyed the earth is because the genetic structure of man was corrupted. There were giants in the earth, and these were born from illicit affairs between rebellious angels and the daughters of men. Giants resulted from the unholy union. The Lord is not unjust. Why would he destroy every living thing on the earth if humanity alone was corrupted? Genesis 6:12 and 13. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. All flesh was corrupted. Could it be that even the animals were tampered with from the knowledge given by the angels and men of renown? No matter what hypothesis we draw, God had to destroy all flesh except for Noah and his family. Why? Genesis 6 and 9 tells us these are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with God. Noah was not genetically corrupted, and his seed likewise. There is nothing new under the sun, and man are making the same errors as in the days of Noah. In an attempt to prove his preeminence, man is carelessly tampering with the very structure of his existence. There is no doubt that, like he did before, he will do again. In the days of Noah, man came to the very brink of extinction. What will happen this time? Will man succeed in creating human hybrids or animal hybrids or even human-animal hybrids? There's a very great possibility that he will, to his own agony. The Bible tells us of locust-like beasts that will come up out of the earth. These creatures are nothing but frightening. So much so that many believe their very mention to be metaphoric. Nothing like these exists presently. Revelation 9, 7 and 10. And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses, prepared unto battle, and on their heads were as it were crowns like gold, and their faces were as the faces of men, and they had hair as the hair of women, and their teeth were as the teeth of lion, and they had breastplates as it were breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings was as the sound of chariots of many horses running to battle, and they had tails like unto scorpions, and there were stings in their tails, and their power was to hurt men 5 months. The technology to generate such monstrosities is apparently not far away. That is, if it isn't here already. The world is seeing more and more grown adult humans thinking themselves to be cats, dogs, and goats. Greek mythology is filled with animal-human hybrids. So is the pantheon of gods in Hinduism. The world is ready for the revelation of such an era. It, like everything else, will be introduced in the name of good and the advancement of the human race. Regardless of how high man thinks himself, God is always higher. For this reason, only the man walking with God who remained perfect in his generations, only Noah survived the flood. The same stands true today. The earth will never be judged with a flood again. So man defiantly waves the colors of the rainbow in his face while desecrating the God-ordained order of nature. The world will not be judged by water again. The next time it will be fire. I recommend that we take the path Noah took and walk with God. Remain perfect through the blood of his only begotten Son, Jesus Christ. In Jesus Christ, you find the only means of salvation. Now think about that.
I'm wading through this water, Lord, for better or for worse. In all my ways, I'm putting Jesus first. With love in every line, in every song, in every verse.